Guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing today? Alright, I just got out of the shower. It's gonna be a quick video. I got my hair wet in the shower because I find that when it's wet it falls in any direction I want it to. Look at my ends. Anyway, so I'm just gonna quickly oil the hair, get my makeup done, and be out of here. Okay, so the hair done. Let's check this hair. Yes. Was this Italian, I think, or Australian vlogger, and she was talking about how you could start a masterclass, right? And obviously, most people's issues would be masterclass in what? Like, I don't know anything enough to be the level of a master to teach someone else, right? And this is tied into this syndrome called the imposter syndrome that a lot of people, apparently, statistics show, especially women, feel. The whole idea that you don't belong, or you're not qualified to do a certain task, or something around that region, basically. But the point the vlogger was trying to make was, you don't have to be an expert in something to teach to someone else. All you have to be or know is a step more than the person you're teaching, right? So, if I wanted to teach you makeup, for example, all I had to know is one thing you didn't know, not 10 things, not 100 things, just the one. And if I can teach you that one thing, I can do a masterclass on it. And there'll be a group of people in that category of people who don't know things that you know, no matter how little it is or how insignificant you think it might be. So the point is, don't shy away from teaching things just because you think that you are not good enough, because you just might be. I've been getting into using Nigerian brands these days. Nigerian literature, Nigerian makeup, Nigerian clothes. Just want to get into the feel of it. I'm going to bring the mirror closer and get my brows done, and I'll be right back. You know when you watch all them beauty bloggers, the big ones, like them Kim K and KKW people and Kylie, Nikki Tutorials, and they tell you how they have different shades of foundation for different times of the year. I mean, I first heard that from Kim Kardashian, right? She's like, she has a winter shade and a summer shade. And I always thought that was crazy. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? What are you? Honestly, in my ignorant mind, I kept saying, oh, why are people problems? And I don't even know why I thought that, because when I was in the UK, I was lighter during the winter periods and a bit darker during the summer periods. Anyway, sometimes you just decide to be closed-minded by your own self. Like, no, nothing stops you. No one is stopping your reasoning. I just decided that I should be closed-minded on that matter. So I just figured that I always have the same foundation shade. But you know what? I realized that I need to buy different foundation shades. So this is the Fenty Beauty one. In what shade is it now? 340. And currently, honestly, I feel it's a bit light for me. But I really think it's coming together today. I also don't think this foundation is full coverage. But let me layer it and see. I don't know if you guys consider it's not full coverage, but at the same time, I did not use any color corrector underneath or anything like that. So what I'm just doing here is I'm taking bits of from the pencil and just making the edges sharper in the front, like to look like if they're more individual. Makes a difference. The irony of the matter is that it's not even like I don't really like makeup, because I do. Maybe not as much as I would love skincare, but I do. I remember when I was in law school, even sometimes in uni actually, I do makeup like almost on a daily basis. I mean, there are a few days I didn't do, but most days I did. I don't know when I got lazy, and if anybody asks, it was before marriage. I just want, okay, actually, what am I talking about? I knew exactly when I got lazy. I was working in this office for NYSC that gave me no time to breathe, to eat, to do nothing in my life. I was going to work by 7:40. I had to be at work by 7:45 in the morning. And when I say 7:45, I don't mean 7:46. I don't mean 15 minutes grace, 8 o'clock. I mean 7:45. And I was supposed to close by 6 daily. But you know how Nigeria is now. The excitement to the same principles that applies for coming early don't apply for coming late. We barely ever close by 6. We always work much longer than 6 o'clock. I mean, most people testify to times I'm in the office till about 9. And I go to the office with food packed, and I come back home with the food because I had no time to eat. We're given an hour for lunch every day, but sometimes you're about to go for lunch and the boss be like, "Where are you going to, Joe? There's lots of work to be done, my friend. Will you come back here?" And that was lunch for the day. And when I go afterward, that was it for the day. So I lost quite a bit of weight then. Obviously, makeup was gone. I worked 6 days a week. I worked on Saturdays as well. Saturdays was half day, so it was from 9 until 2 p.m. And even at 2 p.m, same story. So yeah, I lost most interest in all these little things. People coming to go out, like, go out. Please, I have work in the morning. Even if you already have work, because I only had one free day as holiday, or as a break day, let me put it that way. I wasn't even in a hurry to go anywhere. I just wanted to sleep. I was like, please, like, I've not been in my bed. My bed and I have not like really communicated in a while. You just go ahead without me. And to be honest, why I stayed in that job that long was because I genuinely thought that I was learning, because I was. If nothing else I learned was how to deal with the tough boss. It was tough, honestly. I quit that job myself. Even though people were like, "Why did you quit?" Because I went out of the country with that boss. As a copper, by the way, I didn't mention that I was a copper last year. National Youth Service Corps. I traveled out of the country with him to the UK. And everyone was like, "Oh my god, why would you leave a job like that?" And I'm like, guys, I had no life. And I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm not about to go into the whole story now. Minus that, the stress of it, the abuse. Not physical, no one was beating me, just to clarify that before everybody thinks I was being beat. Just verbal abuse, physical abuse of some other stuff that I had to just stay and witness, and it was actually very uncomfortable. So, I quit. And the moral of this particular story is, you're too young for any one particular thing to take over your whole life. And when I mean you're too young, I mean everyone watching this, even the 65-year-old watching this. You're too young for any one particular thing to take over your life. You need to have diversity, and you need to be able to balance out your life. I remember when I said to my boss then, I said, because he wanted me to stay on after NYSC. And I was like, you know what, I actually enjoy the job, the work itself, the challenge of it. I just didn't enjoy the managerial system. And so he said, okay, let's keep me on. He was trying to discuss with me what kind of package I would want. And I said, yeah, I wouldn't mind, being retained here. but I would not want to work weekends. And he goes off on me like, what do you mean, what rubbish? Young girl like you. Let me tell you their life story. When I was around your age, I was doing a master's while taking the night bus to go to whatever states to do something, while working as a bank manager. After people of your age don't get, I was like, listen, I hear you loud and clear, but priorities. He's like, what is a young girl like you doing her weekends? I didn't even know that I had to justify myself in what I was doing with my own weekends, because it's a weekend and it's meant to be a non-working day. But I was like, sir, and this is when I told him, because at this point I had gotten engaged like maybe a month and a half ago, but I hadn't told him. Not like I was hiding the ring was on my finger, I just didn't tell him, but that, oh, this ring is a ring of engagement. And then I said, sir, I'm getting engaged, I'm getting married, sorry. He said, what did you say? I said, I'm getting married. And I need time like for family life. Then he says, oh, I'm too young to get married, this I'm tired of talking to him. Otherwise, man, I'll not be able to fast forward and I'll not be able to cut up anything in this video. Don't let anyone tell you you have to be only one particular thing to succeed, or have to follow the exact path they follow to succeed. And to be honest, yes, success is very subjective. Because looking at his life, yeah, he has all this money, but he's alienated, his family has left. Is that really success? Like, you gotta weigh what's important to you and use that as a gauge. Don't be using anything else, honestly. Contour is always the scariest part for me, because sometimes I don't really blend it well. And I find that this LA concealer in dark cocoa, it actually spreads on my face. So I put 2 lines, like that. 1, 2. And I spread that first. Forehead. Alright, so now I'm going to dust out all the excess powder. Alright, so basic face done. My eyes are the simplest things I do because I don't know how to do them. I use my MAC blush. I'm just doing my mascara now. I've not fixed my lashes before, but I'm thinking of starting. Guys, remember I said I'm not a makeup artist or expert, so if you know more about something I'm doing wrong, I should be doing better, please be absolutely free to tell me. Add some blush on my cheeks. So I'm using Chestnuts MAC to line my lips. But that's pretty much just my amateur makeup. Spray. Zarin. Perfect finish. Take the top of my cheek. Right there. Oh, I like that glow. I think once I discovered that you get a better glow once the highlighter is the spray finish, setting finish, is not completely dry, it actually makes it glow a bit better. Alright, you guys want to see me do a video on how I style my starter locks, which is pretty much the same thing as styling 2-strand twists. If it is something you would like to see, let me know. Alright guys, see you later. I'm going to do some poses like music.
Don't be lying if you said I wasn't something that you into. Don't listen to your friends who don't know how much I've been through. Yeah. She want it, I tell her hold on to me, let's take it slow.
next video. Heading out now for a book club meeting for this book for this month. Are You Not Nigerian? Very interesting read.